Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy to finally be sitting down to film my postpartum update. It has been a month since I have done anything, and it has been the absolute most incredible time of my life, both amazing, beautiful, and just fun, and also completely chaotic and at times overwhelming. So there's lots to catch you all up on, so I'm just gonna roll right into it. Amma just had her 1 month little birthday and we can't believe how fast the time is flying by. But I have to say, I'm so happy that that part is kind of over, because the adjustment for our family was more than I expected, I think, or just a little different than I expected. I felt like I anticipated some things, but really I just didn't quite know what was headed our way. But everything has really settled down now, and we're all really, like, we found our stride, and we're all back to normal, and we have our routines down, and so it's just really nice to feel functional again, and everyone is just really happy. It's just amazing. So anyway, so Amma had her 4-week checkup yesterday, and she is now 21 inches long. She was born 19 inches, and she is 9.2 pounds, and she was born at 6'13" and then dropped to 6'7". So she has really been putting on the weight and growing, and I just can't believe the difference in just this short amount of time, how much she's grown. So I'll be sure to give you guys a better view of her in just a few minutes, and I hope I'm not showing anything, or we'll be blurring things out, huh? But so I wanted to talk about, you know, I'll start off with the first few days of postpartum. Coming home, I remember this with Eve, I'm fortunate that I don't necessarily go through postpartum depression, but I did feel anxiety for the first 3 days for sure. And it was like I was happy, I was exhausted, it was just so much to take in at once. But what I ended up feeling, it was like I had this constant feeling of almost like a homesick feeling, or just anxiety, you know, no matter what logically I was thinking or what I felt about that. It was like this underlying just nervousness I had, and I couldn't make it go away. And you know, it was so annoying those first few days, and I think a lot of that was due to the fact that I missed Evie. If you're new to my channel, that's my 20-month-old baby girl, and just to be away from her, and she had fallen and scraped up her nose when she was playing in the driveway, and so I was just miserable that she was going, you know, got hurt, and she was going through that without me there while I was at the hospital. And then when I came home, she's been amazing with Amma. She's so gentle, she's so sweet. But when I came home, I just felt so worried, because she just seemed a little confused, and you know, her daddy was sleeping with her in her room, and things were just off, and I was just so worried that I missed her. I guess at home I missed her. I wanted to be, you know, I felt torn a little bit, and I felt anxious because I wasn't able to do the things I normally did, and then I didn't want to, you know, not be with Amma. So I had that initial like, okay, how am I gonna get comfortable with, you know, not feeling guilty all the time, you know. So but all that really did resolve itself, and what was surprising to me is even before it really, those things did resolve themselves, that feeling of anxiety went away. And so I think now, looking back, at the 3-day mark, it was like a total turning point for me, and that feeling of nervousness was just like barely there. And then by, I think I wrote down, because I was keeping kind of a diary of everything, day 5, I felt awesome. So by the time I got to day 5, I was just really, really happy, and I felt like myself again. And that was a beautiful thing, to not have that feeling in my body. But I was in a lot of pain, and so I delivered vaginally and had a 1-degree tear, which is not much. And I apologize for the lighting. I know we've got a storm rolling through, so it's really gonna go up and down, and so sorry. But I had a 1-degree tear, so that's not bad at all. With Evie, I had a 2, and in two little spots, a 3rd-degree tear. So it was really bad with Evie, but this time the pain was worse for me, much worse, and I didn't know why. And I actually sat down and filmed an update at 2 weeks, and I was talking all about that because I had stabbing pain. I never ended up posting that video, but I ended up going back to the hospital and finding out that I had an infection. So that's why I think that did contribute to, well, a lot for me. I didn't feel good. It's almost like I knew something was not right. My temperature, I had like a steady temperature, but it was low-grade fever. But I could hardly move, and it was just excruciating. So once I got that taken care of, I felt just so much better because I could move around. I immediately didn't feel like sickly, even though I was exhausted. There's just such a big difference between being exhausted and feeling ill. And so I was just so relieved to be feeling like myself, and that was really the turning point. So after 2 weeks for me physically, then I was able to move around and, you know, lift Evie up and carry her and wrestle and run around and clean and do all the things that were falling behind. So it was just like really challenging the first 2 weeks to keep everything together. And yeah, I had to just be at peace with the house being a wreck and laundry being behind. And no matter how much I prepared and nested beforehand, it all went, you know, it really, really fast. It went all the way downhill. So it was a lot for me to tackle when I was feeling good again, but it felt so good to get things back in order and to get, you know, back in our routines and just to feel energized and good and able to take on the day and all that. So anyway, so the past month has been such a journey, and the past 2 weeks have just been magical. I mean, it's all been amazing and magical. We are completely obsessed with this little girl. Oh my gosh, she's just so precious. She's the sweetest little thing. Her temperament just is incredible to me. She's so sweet, and she's so easygoing. She's just been a little easy thing, huh? Can you say hi? Can you say hi? Am I waking you up a little? Oh, swimmy eyes. She's like, I'm sleeping. Ooh, I'm sleeping. She started really rolling her little head around today. Huh? You're a little bit squirmy today. Yeah. But anyways, so we're just totally in love with her. And she is everything. Evie is such a good big sister, and everything I was afraid of went away when I started to see them really interact. And Evie's just very gentle and very slow around her, and she just, it's like she knows she's precious and fragile. And I mean, we've obviously told her that, but she just did it on her own. And so just to see them together, it's like this dream come true. I can't believe it. I can't believe this little sweet pea. I couldn't be more grateful for this little love. So anyway, we're ridiculously happy over here, and we're ridiculously a mess. I am a total hot mess. The state of our house every single day gets to the point where I'm like, this is just crazy. And I feel overwhelmed, and I look around and, you know, I'm just like, and I have completely made peace with that, you know, and then I get it to a pretty good place, usually by the time I go to bed every night. And by that time, I'm just exhausted. So there's you know, it's a lot right now. I'm not going to try to act like it isn't. It's a lot. But, you know, once you kind of like take it all in, it's like, well, who cares? I've just made peace with it because I just don't care. You know, I don't have it all together right now, and that's just not the point. And so yeah, we're just happy and a little bit chaotic, but that's all right, huh? You forgive mommy for not being perfect. Is that okay? So anyway, that's the update for now. And I've got a couple videos coming. I've got the nursery reveal has been recorded. It's being edited right now. And then also I've got my top 10 must-haves for newborn. And they have really, it's really changed since I had Evie. I got a couple products this time that have made my life so much easier. I cannot wait to share. You may have heard of them, you may not have, but I'm going to share what was really working for me this time because I don't know how I ever did it without it. So anyways, so we will see you soon, huh? Can you say bye-bye? Can you say bye-bye? Bye-bye. Sleepy girl. Bye, guys. Thank you so much for watching. And please like the video if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel, and we will be back and see you soon. You say bye-bye. Bye-bye.